My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the holy word of God of 17th November 2021. The focus of our reflection: we are gifted and talented in abundant ways, but the greatness does not depend on the numerosity of the talents. Rather, it depends on the abundance of their use and beneficialness. The parable of talents in today's gospel is a familiar one to many. A nobleman gives to his 10 servants 1 pound each to trade with them. On his return from his trip afar, the servants are summoned to his presence. All gave back to him added pounds as a result of trading, except one. He laid it in a napkin and gives it back to the master. He did no trading. He laid it waste. He has no regrets for not putting the pound to use. All the more, he blames his master to be a severe and greedy man, and so he is faithfully returning the 1 pound. Obviously, he incurs the wrath of his master on both counts. One, because he failed to be productive; the other, he falsely accuses his master so as to cover up his failure. How often are we also not like the last servant? God has gifted us with an abundance of gifts. These can be in the form of some external talents and skills like intelligence and knowledge, eloquence, singing, dancing, etc. These also can be in the form of more basic gifts like the ability to love, to give, to forgive, in sum, the whole inner power of virtues. God certainly expects results and fruits. How many gifts and talents is not the matter, rather, how and how much do we make use of God given gifts or talents for the sake of God and good is what matters. We need to bear in mind that with regard to the external and technical talents, there can be variations, but we need not bother too much about the fact of difference. It is a matter of difference and divergence. It should not be a matter of discrimination. We must be more concerned about the more profound, basic, and abiding qualities and gifts like love and virtue. This is where we have the glowing example of a mother and her 7 sons in the first reading from the second Maccabees. She perseveres in her faith not only personally but also motivates and encourages her sons to remain loyal to their God even in the face of death. Their faith is the greatest gift and talent, and we are called to preserve and foster this gift always. And now, the direction and the directive for our life. Let us not put the blame on God for our lack of responsibility and accountability. Let us become more assiduous and productive. Let us always be faithful stewards and servants.